Right. Mami ensa imrebium na yenko Awal Mohammed wo. Awal.
Sejo.
Mami no kopa.
Yeah.
Diana wa ye no tim kakra dia wa.
Yeah. Sejo obi bisa say Black Queens omo perform beyond expectations ana. Sejo for me honestly omo perform beyond my expectations.
Okay.
But one thing I obi so be contract it ne say Sejo o group na ekotom na it was a group ana Tanzania including South Africa and of course Mali. We lost against South Africa, we drew against Mali when we were leading, and of course won the last game against Tanzania before beating Algeria. But Sejo, a coincidence na do at the core semi-final na. Sejo, Algeria and Shedan ye big when it comes to women's football and the continent. And also no obin so adwene be na say obe contracted that issue na ye ka say Black Queens are perform and now perform beyond expectations no. We be ka say Algeria na e share mo quarter final mo sheda nye team bia. But Sejo, for me I think say based on how the group phase draw na ye no. Na obia adwene ne say Mali alongside South Africa were destined to take the top 2 spot no. And Sejo, by virtue of what we had during the last game, we had the opportunity of qualifying to the quarterfinals before say defeating Algeria. So Sejo, for me, I think say we've performed beyond expectations. It was a game within the Moroccan team na Sejo nenke we said yetimi beat yomo yentimi beat yomo. Sejo Otuado, yes, apart from Germany 2006, Sejo Otuado represented Black Stars at a tournament da. Sejo Mekai AFCON 2000 when Dosena was naming the squads. Otuado was an integral part of that squad. No? And even I remember in that game against Togo, the second group game, Otuado scored. After say, the first game, opening ceremony, no, Yannick Cameroon, the late Mark Vivian Fouy, Eshe Ma Kwame Ayu Etekano, it ended 1-1 draw in the opening ceremony game when we played against Cameroon. And Otuado was part of the starters. And apart from that, the second group game against Togo, that day we said you share white jersey and a green stripes wore players in the side on. So Otuado was on target when we defeated Togo by 2-0. Even though we lost against Ivory Coast, the last group game, and I did call quarter final, Babaya Siabunga Noveti. So Sergio, Otuado has played at the tournament for Black Stars before. OE Germany 2006, AFCON 2000, he was part of the team. Sergio, Kotoko Kaiser Chiefs, Ochina Yebenya game no proper. Last week, I had the opportunity of talking about new signings at Kaiser Chiefs. Who are the likes of Paco Maseka, Makofano from Orlando Pirates, where the other guys are more set Chivaviro Munina, Ifrio. But I think Sergio, Kaiser Chiefs, Oman Shedanya wholesale signings, just 6 pay. And Sergio Ochina, Yebenya game no proper. But Sergio, I think there's a game that the Kaiser Chiefs team are going to start as favorites based on the fact that Omo a starting team like Awoho, like a team Awoho, Kotoko in as much as say some of the guys a ball last season one. I think the 12 signings are about so far near. Ebi a bit me change the face of the team based on the fact that Yebenya new starters are not monka last season now. Omoba Bewrim. Sergio, apart from Kudus Kamal Din Sulemana, high profile signing a yenya within the Ghanaian players omo making move. Sergio, Ibrahim Osman are making move from Brighton. I think that a dot high profile sir because Oxe Crown Yanton just by say loan deal na oko. Brighton Cotono every Norgeland buy no. They've taken him to Feyenoord. He came back and said you almost had dinako Oxe nti 2025-2026 season na eba be shasi. So Ope Ibrahim Osman ehuna Oxe na obehuno. Wakako joining the compatriots. Ehonom Gideon Mensah ewo. And of course, Elisha Owusu so ewo. There is a one certain guy, Isaac Papu. Said you onona meka se ni move no ye. At least from Hungary, Ferenc Varosi, Awaba Dundee United in the Scottish Premier League. And I think say because Obenya the likes of Glasgow Celtic, Glasgow Rangers, and the likes. And I think say a move from Hungary to Scotland there. Said you kakra. Not too much of high profile moves na yenya. Yesanya Samuel Usun so I'll make him move from Serbia or Israel. Said you not too much of high profile moves are so far Ababe Toja within the Ghanaian players now more making moves within the transfer situation na woman. Say Joe obi bisa say under Ketokreku, under Kosinyan Techi. Say Joe no club has won any Africa trophy under both presidents of Ghana Football Association. Say Joe Nyantechi ba 2005. Unfortunately, need any ba late kaka because Kotokoni has 2004 edition of the CAF Confederations Cup final. No? It was played in 2005. But the tournament came after say a baye ena Kosinyan Techi ebeye president. Kenyesa at least Kakosi under Kosinyan Techi yebehu a national team trophy near a club trophy. So say you under Kosinyan Techi you can talk about the AFCON winner Rwanda. Could Sellers Tete Bobo etimi boa ma winnie, and of course Ubeka the under 20 World Cup. Ghana yaye the one and the only African country to have ever done so by winning the competition. But say you under Ket yehu wafu zombie championship ya winnie ewo mema afem. Yese wafu zombie under 20 women's championship I know so ye winnie ye defeat Nigeria. And of course Ubeka all African games are say you and also ye winnie. Apart from that, Obesa the under 20 AFCON I win here Mauritania. But unfortunately, Seju, esa is a COVID, ST no, yentimi anko ni World Cup ananka ekobaso 2001. So Seju, per the trophy list, oh yeah, get the end of check Yantichi.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But clubs there, Seju ubia NGB. Say bia Africa, Ghanaian clubs, be meki, say bia obe G trophy under each of their presidency. Sejo club ya enya winnie. Sejo obi beside said Dombote, Chastela, Audu Isaka, better dribbler. Sejo, I'll give it to Chastela. Chastela dribbled Pasio Munina. Sejo, I'll pick Audu Isaka second before Dombote in that order. Sejo Fabregas, Arsenal, Barca, Chelsea. Baby a ball party. Sejo be our head Arsenal. Yes, Barca or winning laurels including Copa del Rey and the Spanish Primera Liga title. But unfortunately, here now more beji Champions League no and a Barca tono and the call Chelsea and a Rakitic e be replace no. Per the order baby obo pa Arsenal before Barca before Chelsea. Sejo obi nso bisa say Ghana Premier League top scorers. Ye ka all time there Sejo per the data and the stats Sejo is Kwesi Usu.
Okay.
Yeah, per the data because Sejo 1974 or share 24 goals. And although winning the Premier League goal king or top scorer no. 1975 or share 26 goals. And Obeka 1976 and so Seju and also or share 28 goals. Ishmael so the edge miensa but Seju no numbers no. First one year 19 in 1999. And the second one was 21 in 2000. And then of course 2001 or they 22 goals and so a share. So Seju per the data you give it to Kwesi Usu based on the fact that say onunu goes no and adoso a chain we. Sejo Binsu Bisa say the Spanish team of 2010, the Germany team of 2014, and of course the French team of 2018. Sejo Munina are World Cup winners. But Sejo for me I will give it to the Spanish team of 2010. Sejo Omomodi no Oma Mananso they extended it to the dominance of Europe. Even before winning the World Cup in 2010, Sergio, they won the Euros. It was 2008. Our brother Moshe Germany, Fernando Torres, Gono. They went again under Del Bosque Baye. They won the World Cup. And of course, Del Bosque had the first 9 system no sa Baye. Emma Mosako extended no. It was Euro 2012. Wabra mo defeated Italy by 4-0 in the finals in the Euro 2012 final championship. And of course, the German team was also outstanding in 2014 when they won the World Cup in Brazil. From their first game against Portugal, the 4-0 win, the 2-2 draw against the Black Stars, Ghana Mamo, a very good one for their money. The 1-0 win against USA, and of course, Obesa Tuaso from round 16 to the quarter-final against France to the semi-final, Moshe Brazil by 7-1, and of course the final. Sergio, comparison for me in those teams, the Spanish team of 2010, Germany team of 2014, France team of 2018. Sergio, France team of 2018, ne quality no lowest kakra. Oh, yeah, comparison in between the three. So Sergio, me combine 11 in me combine 11 in between. Casillas took my goal post, Sergio Ramos as me right back, and I'm a pushy Philip Lam, say Ombeye me left back. PK Puyol making of the center of defense, then the middle Xavi, Iniesta, and then Toni Kroos with Mesut Ozil playing just in front of them, and of course Kylian Mbappe, David Villa leading the attack. Sergio, young kind of say the French team came to the World Cup. Now, almost top marksman or Olivier Giroud. Sergio, one should go back okra that World Cup no. Acquire similar to Stefan Guvac near CE in 1998 when they won the World Cup. They are leading marksman during that year. One should go back okra the World Cup no. So Sergio, for me, I think say I will go with the Spanish team of the 2010. Sergio, Brighton. Now, Obi Bisa about how profitable they've been and said your motimia shisho mo businesses no. Sergio, Ohe Kukureya ni move from Getafe Eba Brighton. Ohe the likes of Moise Caicedo from Independiente the Ali of Ecuador. And of course, Osahe Alexis McAllister from Argentinos Juniors. Leandro Trossard from Genk. And Sahe Kaoru Mitoma from Kawasaki from Tali. Sergio, adia mahuhe mu se Sergio more software be a friend Jamestown Analytics. And Sergio exclusive to Olidom. Omonkwa ena omoda exclusive data analysis company ne omoni omoye djuma no. And Sergio, they go downstairs, they make sure say omobe check it scouting everywhere bebia omo access to everywhere. And that is the reason why they are able to build upon that and bring all those guys. No mutia sikabia and sheda no subia, but Sergio mutia, you can imagine the amount they are making to bring Moise Caicedo for only £4 million. And Sergio then sold him for around £150 million. Sergio, a very, very big business. Uhe Kukureya, they sold him to Chelsea almost £62 million. Wabra, omutia £50 million per and a tono from Getafe. Even Kaoru Mitoma, they bought him for only £3 million. Ewo Kawasaki. Many who can say, Sergio, one of the Saudi clubs are chasing almost £55 million, but still, Sergio, Monsieur Monton. Sergio, Nina depending on how said your more rigorous scouting system, or more the Jamestown Analytics company now, air front no. That's the reason why they're making these huge sums of money. Sergio, Brighton has been the better team, or more make profit so more make better businesses within the Premier League.
Okay, Awal Mohammed.